So last we left off, you had all finished your travels down to the newly found city of Aliskandar, where you got to meet some
You know, I'm a
of
discoverer. I discovered it.
some of
Nobody was like, I claimed this
the
as my
first one.
land.
Yep.
You can call it, my name is Columbus Christopher.
Oh boy, something
Y'all are Indians, right?
something blankets.
Indians, right?
Yeah.
No,
not
we're
at
not.
all.
You're Indians.
But, anyways, you made your travels there at the guidance of your new compatriot. And with that, coming to dock your airship in the river to the east of the town. From there, you got a brief tour, a little bit of history, a little bit of explanation of some of these new entities and beings that you had found in this place and experienced for the first time. And with that, you met up with his friend Slog, a interesting, portly information broker of an orc. Seemed to owe a big debt to Volderm. And after having conversation with him for an extended period of time, having food and drink, you decided to head out to go meet another individual. And with that, is there anything else you'd like to do or conduct, other business you'd like to conduct at the bar tavern you're at?
No, because I think we had that lead to go talk to his other friends.
Yeah, we were going to talk to Zerpig, right? But I think we ended up with crashing back at the airship.
Yeah.
It was heading late at night, so you all finish your food and drink, head back to the airship, which, thankfully, it's all there. Nothing appears to be damaged or taken. And with that, do you just wish to rest to the interior of the ship? Will there be a watch? What would you like to do?
I think posting a watch is always a good idea.
Yeah, and I'll be doing my trance on deck.
Okay. All right. So, if you would like to give me the order of your watch.
Redwin, can you set an alarm at the entrance of it?
I certainly can.
Fucking big.
It's quite large.
Tree fitty.
This alarm can cover an area no larger than a 20-foot.
Yeah, but I'm sure you could cover the main gangplank, whatever, so to speak.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna try.
So are you placing it on kind of that the gangplank throwover ladder space on the side of the ship? Because again, you can't break it up into multiple spaces. It's one continuous space. So you can actually take a look at the ship. So essentially you would throw down a rope ladder. I would say it would be on the right hand side of the ship. Excuse me. So you could place it in front of that space as it's the most easily accessible to get on top of the vessel.
Yeah, you can go to the drawing tool on like a 20-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell what size that actually is, but
Um,
that's 24. That one's 24.
So each of these, I guess I can just pull everyone in here. So each of these areas in front, they're lockable if you'd like to lock them. Let me turn this desert sounds down.
I also have, so I have alarm and then arcane lock. So
I have a quick question before we
Yeah.
do any of this. Does this airship have to be going forward to stay airborne, or can it hover?
It can hover.
I mean, rather than worrying about somebody sneaking on board, do we just want to take it like 30 feet up in the air or something before we go to bed?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
The cost and
I mean, or
resources do that.
I mean, we can. I'm just worried about how that's going to
Seeing
look.
the presence of our hosts. Yeah.
Because if we're on the ground, or floating, somebody could just climb up any given side of the ship, right? So I don't know how valuable the alarm's going to be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's portholes and windows you can look out of.
Like, I mean, I guess I'm not that concerned if we have a watch set.
Sure.
You know, like, and you would know the area better than us, even if that would be a concern.
Yeah, and it's a rough town. I believe I told you to keep one hand on your sword. That still applies. Just because we partied with some of the locals doesn't mean they won't try to cut our throats and steal our ship. So yes, watch is a good idea.
And your other friends are in this town.
Yeah. He's got one other contact we're gonna talk to tomorrow, but friends might be stretching it.
Your other acquaintances,
Mm-hmm.
business associates.
Yep. Nailed it.
Well, I guess it's up for your character development of Voldurm. Would Voldurm suggest that we take off and hover?
Well, you're the captain, but certainly couldn't hurt to be safe given what happened to my last ship. I'm feeling a bit cautious.
How would the locals take it?
I don't really give a damn about most of them.
There's the Scottish.
I do it now just to fuck with you. I could talk like this if I really wanted to.
I mean, if we're gonna get attacked or invaded one way or the other, I don't think it'd be less conspicuous to be 30 feet in the air compared to a giant airship on the ground, regardless.
Right, I mean, we're a tempting target, but in the air, somebody has to have a way to get to us, at least. That might dissuade some of the...
Oh, then I think instead of just instead of just hovering off, then why don't we leave? Go a ways out.
Well, that's fair, too. We'll just have to pay the docking fee again.
Well, if we're hovering. But so what? We won't have to pay the docking fee again if we're just hovering.
No, because who else is going to park here? They can't really land underneath us.
I mean, I could see him making us pay the docking fee again for that.
I think we're overthinking this.
Yeah, that just shrugs. There's not really a right answer.
We'll just set a watch. We'll set a watch, and
Mm-hmm.
Nathan's always kind of half awake anyway.
Plus, we've got your owl.
Yep. And I can set my owl up, keeping an eye out too.
Okay, so the plan is to hover, have the owl.
No hovering.
No
Yeah,
hovering.
We're fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So hover, we're gonna set a watch. The owl's gonna be on constant.
Set a watch. Are you still dropping alarm, Redmond? There are 3.
'Cause I don't.
Okay.
Where's mommy?
Sounds good. All right. So, alarm set. Can I get the order of the watch?
Yeah, who wants to?
Who would like to be first?
I'll take first.
All right. We have Nertho first.
My owl will take first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Yep,
and
got it. there's Mr. Hooty Hoo.
So let's see for him.
All right. Who would like to take the second?
I am.
Okay. And third?
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me, Gorwin. And who would like the last?
I'll take the last watch.
Sure, Reva. All right. So, with that, you begin to bed into the night at your wherever you choose within the ship. Nertho, could I go ahead and have you, as well as Mr. Owl, roll a perception check, please?
Sure.
My owl real quick.
And then I'll be awake for Reva's watch as well in the
Okay.
morning.
Oh, come on. Where to go? Get back here. Stupid page.
Okay. Other than the sounds of the boat and the water crashing up against it in the shore, the first watch is uneventful. So, if I could have Redwin and the Owl roll perception check, please, for the second watch. Okay.
Found a mouse.
Continuing into the night, other than a few drunkards walking through the streets, yelling at each other, a fight here or there breaking out, another uneventful watch passes. So, if I could have Gorwin and the Owl roll a perception check for the third watch.
He has a name.
Okay.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Gorwin and Robert.
Robert Owlson.
Robert
Powelson. Robert Powelson.
Powelson? Oh, jeez.
That's
All right.
Alduin.
I
So,
just call him Colin.
wow.
Call him Meatloaf.
Continuing through the night, quiet, the desert winds off the water. It's very peaceful, but an uneventful third watch is had. And for the last one, if I could have Nertho, Reva, and the Owl roll perception checks, please.
As a dry gun.
Meteor swarm. No, I'm just kidding. No, the sun breaks into the dawn and into the sky, as a new day is had. Everyone gains the benefits of a long rest, a uneventful night. As it's quiet, peaceful, as peaceful as it can be out here in the wastes. So, with that, we are back in the city, the dockside of Elskandar. What would you all like to do?
So are we going straight to it, or does the party have anything else we just want to explore, or right to business?
breakfast.
Yeah, I think Voldaren probably knows a couple places. And
Yeah, so
Well, we had dinner at the spot last night,
yeah.
and obviously didn't want to get into it then. We were closing down the session. But were the foods strange to...
Not as strange as you would have expected. A lot
Was
of
meat on the menu?
There is meat on the menu. A lot of more dried meats, hardened breads. As you can imagine, it's hard to grow a lot of life out here in the wastelands. Apart from whatever they're able to harvest on the shores, there isn't too much of a variety like the rest of you are used to, having your breads, your fruits, your vegetables. They have some of your heartier vegetables. They have like some of your potatoes, some of your lettuces that are just, they're even cutting up reeds and serving them, just trying to make the food as exciting as they can, but it's passable at best. It's more about sustenance, just providing that basic sustenance, that it is about providing that glamour, that that appeal with like colors and spices and things like that.
Okay,
So-
yeah, I wasn't sure if it would be like exotic stuff that we had never seen, or what is all.
Sorry. No, I mean, the meat, I would say the meat here, it's tough. It's tougher
Roasted
than what you're
goblin?
used to.
Okay.
You're not quite sure what it is. And you haven't really seen any, I would say, any local type of farm animal or its equivalency.
Okay. So no crazy strange three-eyed goats.
Not that you've really seen here.
We could be cannibals at this.
yeah, best not to ask too many questions.
The world may never know. No, so
You just told two wizards to not ask that many questions.
yeah. So
See how
Speaking
well
of
that
which-
works out.
yeah.
Do we want to head out as a party to find information, or do we want to split up after breakfast?
Riva is completely against splitting up. Simply for the fact that we all but Voldurm are fish out of water here.
I would like to see how they grow their fields and here on the ground, but that can be done later.
Yeah, some Drudy magic. Curry some favors.
I think going to having Voldurm try to set up the meeting with his other associates, and getting to that is top priority. And I mean, if that takes a good part of the day to get set up, we've got that time in the meantime for Naruto to go look at stuff, for us to peruse shops, and
Yeah, so to that point, GM, is Zerpig like somebody who is difficult to get an appointment with, or can you just like walk into his store and be like, "Yo, what's up"?
You can walk into his store. He's again, it's a very eccentric place. He is known from time to time to pack up his entire shop and just ghost for a while, as he does scavenge the wastelands.
Okay.
I like the sounds of this kind of shop.
Yeah, so I mean, after breakfast, or maybe we just grab some meat on a stick on the way there and just walk right in the door. Unless there's something between us and there, whatever.
Yeah. So, you're able to, walking through the streets, you stop by one of the the vendors out and about, and he's selling this almost green and black charred crustacean of some kind. And well, Durham, you recognize this. It's one of the local fanfares. It's actually just sea crab, or river crab that's just been cooked, and you have to crack it open with quite a bit of force. But the meat inside it's pretty delicious. Well, compared to a lot of things around here.
Sure.
So.
So if it comes at your recommendation, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, probably the best we're gonna do around here.
It's a silver piece for the entire lot of you. So whoever wants to pay, take that out. However you want to do that.
I got it.
So you continue to make your way towards where Zerpig normally has his shop set up, and as you do, you come upon this very interesting looking structure. It's almost shaped like an oversized barrel with a tacky sign just stabbed in the front on a spear with this really
Can't change it, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Just faded banner, and it just says Z's on it. And as you approach, you hear the sound of gunfire, and this orc just comes running out of there, and then just another shot comes, and it looks like it hits him in the backside, and you just hear this cackling laugh. And the door just kind of casually closes as if it's a normal affair.
So is this orc down for the count then?
Oh, he is running. He's got a bullet in his behind, and he is clearly running away from Zerpig.
Is or was?
He currently is. If he'll make it, you can help him if you'd like.
Yeah, if he's running by us, I think Voldurm would try to just sort of nonchalantly throw a leg out and just trip him up as he's trying to get to his feet.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and make me. Go ahead and make me I'll say a dexterity check, or strength. Your call.
Well, that's an easy call to make.
Okay. You gracefully just kind of loop your foot around his as he's running and trip him up, and you just face plummets to the ground just with a big boof sound, and he just looks at me and he's like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you running away with my friend's property. You should probably give it back unless you want another bullet. Come now.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check. Or intimidation.
Gareth assist.
I mean, I would say, Voldurm, you can make it at advantage because you just got shot in the tuchus.
Sure. Sure.
He's like, he looks really confused, and he goes, and seeing the lot of you there, and obviously, some of you are clearly not from around these parts, he just takes his hand and just shoves it into the bullet wound on his cheek, and he pulls it out and just flicks it at you.
Wow, really wasn't taken in by that, huh?
Here's your property, and he tries to get up, and
has Zerpig come out and made an appearance yet, or is he just done with this?
he went back to his business. Go ahead and make me a history check. Seven. in your dealings with Zerpig, you've only ever seen a few of his customers try to swindle him once. And Zerpig is not fond of those who try to take advantage of him, and he can be quick to fire a gun if he feels like he's being trifled with or betrayed. He can have a bit of a short fuse.
So this guy might not have done anything wrong.
Potentially.
Well, if Zerpig's not coming out trying to chase him down, he's clearly not too worried about it. I don't think Voldurm feels that, like, this. We already won this interaction. I don't think Voldurm feels the need to pay any more attention to this guy if Zerpig doesn't care.
Yeah.
So, just shrug and go back
yeah.
to what we were doing, which was, I guess, entering the building through the same door this guy just fell out of.
Yeah, this fellow gets up and proceeds to limp run while holding his ass. You know, that kind of awkward, like, just stiff leg run when you're in pain, but you've got to use both legs.
Well, Durham, before we go in, is there any information that you can share with the party about Zerpig?
Did we roll last session, right? I think basically all I know is just, you know, I bought and sold rarities from him on a few occasions, right? That's about the extent of our.
Yeah, he's a desert land scavenger who sells his wares to make a living. He's rough around the edges, bit of a hothead, but he always has a fair price.
Is there any, like, notion that he could give us as to whether or not we need to, like, play our cards close to our chest, or, like, can we kind of... Basically, Jareth just hears gunfire and he gets kind of a half chub because he hasn't heard this since, like, being around the rest of the guard back on Picos. Or Pios.
Yeah, I think Voldurm would just tell the group to play this one honest, because Zerpig doesn't have a lot of patience, and then he nods to the guy limping away. But the good news is he's one of the few people who won't try to rob you in this town, so he's got that going for him.
And Ryan, are guns, like, prominent in this world, or...?
That's the first time you've heard gunfire here. You haven't really been looking for it, and outside of Picos and Pios, you have no idea. You've never been anywhere else.
So yeah, this is definitely very intriguing to Jareth then.
Alright, let's see what kind of goodies he has.
So, you begin to walk up to this odd barrel-shaped building, and it wasn't clear from a distance, but as you get closer, you can see two large windows at opposite heights. One is low to the ground, almost touching the dirt on the ones on the left side, and on the right side, the one is clear at the top. It is just a weird shaped building. A simple wooden door in front greets you. You open it up, and it is a place of chaos and clutter. There are wooden shelves lining the walls, and a singular one down the center, just full of knickknacks and oddities. You see bones, you see all different kinds of materials, rocks, leather hides, jewels, gems, all kinds of knickknacks and baubles and trinkets, rugs, carpets. It's an assortment of everything. It looks like it's based on what you've been told, it looks like it's a hodgepodge of either what he's traded for, bought, or found out in the wasteland. But behind a counter, again, it just this long wooden counter in the front, you see a eccentric looking goblin. Very intense gaze, and it looks like there's almost this small stone-like creature orb with a ram's head floating above his left shoulder. This is Zerpig. and he kind of just going about his wares, and he's reloading his firearm, and he starts cleaning it and sets it down on the table in front of him. Then pulls out another one and just starts checking it just to make sure it's got a bullet, and puts it away and looks up and he goes, "Oh, if it ain't for damn. Do you have goods to trade?"
No, unfortunately this time, Zerpig, I'm running a little light. What did he do, by the way?
Oh, he made fun of my friend, and that's rude. So?
Well, maybe next time he'll know better.
True. They're pretty dumb around here, and they don't learn. Gotta make a living somehow, though. So are you here for purchasing my wares? Who are your friends?
Well, I suppose I'll just let them introduce themselves, since they have some pressing business with one of the most luminary traders in all of the wastes. And he'll kind of make way a little bit for the group to introduce themselves.
Please, you're gonna make me even greener. So, how may Zerpig help you today?
Oh, name's Reva.
Hello, Reva.
So, I'm looking for someone.
Who?
Well, I mean, he's my brother. Big, tall elf. Dark hair. More importantly, he would have had a skyship.
I did see a skyship recently. Out to the east, across the river, when I was at a new spot.
If our chance looked like this, and I'd describe.
It's hard to tell, but it was in the sky and it was a ship. I was more concerned with this odd stone I found out there, and I couldn't quite get the make of it. Unfortunately, one of the sand folk were walking around the place.
Can I make an insight to see if he legitimately didn't get a good look at it, or if he's angling for a bribe here?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah, and I was curious as to if I believe that, or if he had any reaction to the description of Reva's brother.
Same with the
of his brother, not necessarily the ship.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check as well. So,
If it matters, my passive is 23? Rolling's more fun anyway.
he's looking for an angle. You get that sense as he does. He's very much a salesman through and through, and when there's a chance to make a profit or get something interesting or find, a piece of lost history, that's what he values quite a bit, and he'll angle for it.
I see that you're a businessman. That you're a businessman. If there's something we could do for you to help your memory on the situation.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Alright. Hold on. For some reason on that sheet, even though I am, I'd roll it from my D&D Beyond sheet because somehow my sheet on here is not correct.
So, 13. about a trade? You do a favor for Zerpig, and Zerpig does a favor for you. Since you're traveling with one of my best clients.
Oh, okay. That actually would have been 2 higher.
Okay. 15? Okay.
Yep.
You see...
I forgot because I have that
Oh,
item. So it's not saying that I'm proficient in it, but it's still giving me all the bonuses.
correct.
That's why, like, when I was looking at it on Foundry, it was like, why am I not proficient? Because I'm proficient in this.
No
But I
worries.
get a +8 instead of a +6, so it
Okay.
took off proficiency because I have that, whatever that item that I have on.
Yep. So, yeah, Zerpig continues. I want to get closer to this door in the desert.
And I imagine
we heard about a door.
Yes. Has Slog been running his mouth?
just nod. I just nod. Yep.
Zerpig will have to give him a gift. Yeah.
Now, you two play nice. I only have 2 friends here.
Zerpig won't kill Slog. He'll just give him a new haircut. With fire. Anyway.
Oh, this guy's my new favorite person.
So, if you would be willing to escort Zerpig to the door and help me work through getting close to it. I want to see what I can pull off of it. It had some very impressive gems. Or, I think. But it looked dangerous with the sand folk there. And I know how big and strong you are. He just kind of looks over at you, Wildarum, and goes, I'm assuming your companions can hold their own?
Oh yes, they're quite skilled. How many sand people?
Oh, one. At least.
Well,
At least.
that covers all of the numbers.
Yes. It does.
Just looks at the rest of the group like, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, we could get you straight there.
Zerpig would like that. You have means of quick travel? Because
We
a
can be
crawler
very,
is not
we can be
fast.
very expeditious when we have need.
That is good.
Judging by that fellow that ran out of your shop, you're not so bad at taking care of yourself as well.
Oh, Zerpig has his toys. They're fun to play with. But if you can get me there and help me recover some of the shinies at the top, Zerpig will give you all the information you could seek about 1, maybe 2 airships.
Voldemort arches his eyebrow at that little tidbit.
He just
I didn't know you'd heard anything. Was Slog running his mouth?
You get a couple cups in Slug, and what won't he say? I think he'll become bald. Yes. quite bald. So,
Well, I'm intrigued, but it's your ship and ultimately your decision.
Oh, to say I wasn't a bit intrigued when first hearing about this random door that pops out in the middle of nowhere. Well, I am. And if it's a means to an end to get more information either about, well, my brother or your mutinous crew, well, I think it's worth a trek.
mutinous? How are they doing these days? They haven't been here in a while.
Well, I imagine they'll be feeling under the weather after I find them.
Ah. I see. So, do we...
Now, these are the out of character, the sand people. That's that thing that you pointed out to us before to avoid. Or
Yes.
is that something different?
It would be that they sometimes get referred to as like sand people, sand
Okay.
folk. Yep.
Okay. Just making sure that it was the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think we could strike us a bargain on this.
A deal? You
Yeah.
help Zerpig. Zerpig will give you all the information that the rest probably cannot.
Information's always welcome.
Yes.
When would you like to depart?
Oh, we can leave now if you'd like.
Looks around at everybody else and
Just nod, yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I will close up shop. So if you would, or would you like to purchase any wares before we do?
yeah,
Yeah,
like yeah. What does he
Certainly
have?
wouldn't hurt.
I have a few oddities. So I found these digging in the northern wastes, in a sinkhole. People say, or Zerpig says, you can find the most interesting things in the ground. So I found this fellow. He pulls out this reddish liquid in a vial, and he goes, this one, I believe, from what I can discern, can make you smaller or bigger. It's what you want. Just think it and drink it. I also have... I'm not sure what this one does. I tried a little bit, and I could hear the idiots around me more clearly, and it wasn't fun. But it's interesting. And then I have... oh, just one of these potions that can cure a large amount of wounds. And I would say Redwin, Jareth, and Riva. Actually, whoever wants to go ahead and make a Arcana check if you want to try and figure out what this one is.
Please.
If I'm trying to concentrate, can I cast guidance on myself?
You can cast guidance if you like.
I will do the same.
All right.
Would my proficiency with herbalism kit be useful?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see if I can make that work.
what? Looking across at it, this one is a potion of superior healing. And then he pulls out another blue vial. It almost looks as if it's freezing the glass in itself. He goes, "This one will make you strong as in the legends. Or at least that's what my magics say." This one pulls out a clear vial, and it looks like there's nothing inside of it. If you don't want to be seen, this is the one for you. And then he pulls out a beautiful ring with an inset green gem. He goes, "Ooh, this one could be handy in the wastes. It makes the poisons of the creatures out there not as immediately deadly." Then he pulls out one more ring, and this one, it actually has elvish runes inscribed around it. And he goes, "And this one lets you jump to heights you never thought you could jump to before. It's fun for getting on top of people's houses."
Yeah, Riva peeks up at that one.
You can go ahead and, I mean, he's kind of just casually having there, so if you, he kind of looks, "Please, if you'd like to examine, just above the table." Sir Pig doesn't like shooting legs off this early in the day, unless he has to.
Yeah, so I said I speak Elvish.
Yep.
So do I know what the runes say?
So the runes around this describe giving one the leg strength of that of a like a panther. So go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Any chance you can just post the prices for these, Ryan? So we have to ask individually?
Yeah, I can. So the first potion, the potion that makes you big or small, is 270. The potion that lets you hear the thoughts of others is 180. Potion of Superior Healing is 450. The potion of the Strength of Old is 800. The potion that makes you unseen is 180. The ring that makes you resistant to poisons is 6,000. And the
Steep.
Yep. And the ring that makes you jump exceptionally well is 2,500. So, yep, 20. Oh, it's a ring of jumping.
Yep, that's what I figured it was. I mean, metagaming wise, that's what I figured it was.
Yep. Lets you cast a jump spell as a bonus action at will, but only on yourself.
That's all a bit rich for my blood right now.
Brian, how much was the healing potion?
450. And then he also has 5 normal healing potions as well. And those are standard rate of 50 a pop.
Jared's got a total of 7 healing potions. If you're looking at those, plus the spoiled one.
I might take one of the regular healing potions, but then I'm going to ask Sir Pig if he has any books or maps or scrolls and stuff.
No, I don't have anything worth reading at the moment. I sold my last sets of papers not too long ago. But I will never tell about the client. He just kind of looks over at you, Voldurm. But we can see once we're done with the door.
Nathan, you would know. What are the rules on jumping?
Oh, I have it copy pasted for Rosalar. There's a whole thing. Hold on.
While you're looking at that, Jareth will say that he's interested in the potion of healing. Ask if he's perhaps interested in a trade. How much he would take for the spoiled healing potion and a medium-sized rubber ducky.
A trade? Ooh, what is this? Rubber. This yellow thing. What are you? And you start squeezing it. What is the purpose of this?
Whatever you decide the purpose could be.
It makes bad time so much fun.
And this vial. This is interesting. I may trade. What do you... And what is one of these duckies worth?
Oh, God. They're very difficult to come by, other than where they originate from. Here, I would say... roughly 50 gold, as this is unique.
I got water, honey.
Hmm.
I don't have any juice.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading, Nathan. It doesn't make, like... I like it, but on my character it doesn't make any sense because I don't have a strength score.
Yep. It sucks.
Yep.
This squeaky thing... I don't like it. But that spoiled vial... I will give you discount for this one. Pulls up the potion of spirit healing. 375. And that potion.
To perhaps sweeten the deal, I noticed you're very fond of those arms that you have with you. I'm quite familiar with that technology. Perhaps along our journey, I may be able to assist and share some information with you.
Oh. Do you know more than these? And he pulls out a really nice looking pistol. And then he pulls out a really nice looking shotgun that's got red flames up and down the sides of it.
Garrett just kind of heaves off his greatsword off of his back and slaps that on the table, and he goes, "Well, I've got one of these."
What was the 800 potion again?
That is a
Giant strength, was it?
potion. Well, it's a potion that gives you the strength of those in the legends. So you'd have to identify it. But essentially it's a potion of frost giant strength.
That's what I thought. Is when you described it, that's exactly what the player was like, okay.
Yep. And Zerpig goes, if your knowledge is worthwhile, we shall see. But 375. Price is final.
Oof. It's a lot. What is the superior healing? Or is it 8d4?
It's 8 potion of superior
8d4
healing.
plus 8?
Yep.
That's a lot. Would you be interested in bringing it along the journey? Perhaps we can store it on the ship?
Oh, Zerpig's wares always go with Zerpig.
Okay.
So, unless there's anything else anyone wants to... We can talk trades and buys on the way as well.
I'll take the little blue vial.
Deal. It is yours. And I will drag that onto your character sheet. You will subtract a solid 8 hundo.
Yep. Get rid of 80 platinum.
captain. Perhaps he'd be willing to trade some potions for some very high-end booze.
It's yeah. I mean,
Oh,
we could talk. We could talk more on the ship.
sure. Well, shall we make haste?
I'll make haste to the waist.
Yes. So, if you don't mind.
I always thought haste makes waste.
I don't understand. But
And
Door.
the DM takes a d6 of psychic damage.
I refuse to acknowledge her. Anyways, yep. So he escorts you out of his shop. He turns around, and claps his hands twice, and you watch as the shop begins to fold in on itself into no more than the size of a small tinderbox. And as it does, he goes and picks it up, and this large worm comes out of the ground with a saddle hitched to the top of it, and he climbs aboard and he goes, "Well, lead on."
Worm as in WORM
Yeah.
or YRM?
Nope, like a WORM, like a large,
Like a straight up giant earthworm.
straight up
Is his
large
name- Is his
earthworm.
name Jim?
Earthworm Jim.
I call him Slimy because he leaves his trail.
Oh, I mean, it makes it pretty easy to follow.
People can try.
So
Yeah.
Redwind's eyes are like pretty much like popping out of her head right now. So she asks her pay.
Oh, I found him in the wastes and became
Were you
friends.
talking about the worm or the box?
Well, the box.
Both?
I mean, both are pretty cool, but I'm interested in the box shop. Do you know how it works?
The box or the worm?
The box.
Well, yes, it's my shop.
I'd like to ask more, but
I use my hands and think a thing, and it becomes this large barrel with windows in odd places. It's cozy.
it's very nice.
I feel like we could spend an entire session each
Yeah.
of us interviewing him, trying to learn more information.
Oh yes.
What can you teach me, old green sage?
What is this guy's life?
Well, welcome to my brain.
We lead him to the dock, and
You and your party, you travel through the city with Zerpig and Slimy in tow, and you aboard your ship, and he goes, "Ah,
as
This-
I said, expeditious when we need to be.
this is nice."
Just out of curiosity, how, like, roughly dimension, how big is Slimy?
Slimy? Slimy is about, he's about 5 feet in width, and he's about 12 feet in length.
Okay. So not outrageous to put on the ship.
Not outrageous, but it is a sight to behold.
Somebody's gonna have to clean up after it.
Yeah.
I touched my nose with the end of my finger.
Not it.
Go in, we have a job for you.
By the way, Ryan, I want an editable map.
Oh, what?
Editable map.
Yeah, that's not a... Well, you can write notes and put journal entries all over it if you'd like.
Editable.
Yeah.
Not editable, editable.
Why not both?
Well, because Redwind likes her maps.
We can work on that afterwards.
To be fair, Redwin, everything is edible once.
True. We're not there yet.
True.
Cannibalism. So, with that, your new additions to your party have arrived in the airship, and Zerpig just looks over and goes, I believe it's that way. And he just points off to the east.
Yes, about that, you didn't really say how far away it is. Are we talking a day? A week?
It's 7 suns on Worm. But I don't know how fast this ship goes, so we
What does
shall
he
see.
use the English system for measurements?
I mean, he
About
doesn't.
3,000 washing machines away.
Yeah, it's exactly 4,600 bananas. I don't understand.
So what you're telling me is it's like 2,000 rods.
Yeah. So, he points you off into an eastward direction. Everyone assuming their positions. Reeve at the helm.
Yep.
Zerpig just kind of, not maniacally, but just petting his slug, his little worm.
Is it a worm? Or
He's a worm creature. It's a worm, and just
5 feet diameter and 12 feet long.
in width.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sluggish.
Yeah. And it's essentially a large earthworm. And he begins to lead you off in the direction. So, Zerpig will be assisting whoever would like to be guiding the direction of the ship out towards this unbeknownst location. So,
I mean, obviously, I'm steering the ship.
Perfect.
Naruto's always kind of my eyes, though.
yeah.
So he'd kind of be assisting the two of us. Unless Naruto also wanted to try to be a booze broker.
That is an option.
Navigating would be my.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
we can always booze broker later.
Yeah. If I could have you make me a... Oh, let's see. Go ahead and make me a... your air vehicle check at advantage.
Oh, I don't actually have anything with
No,
that.
that would
so
be
it's-
for...
me.
That's for Reva, yeah.
I think during the trip too, Jareth
It's the
would be.
same. It's I have it as it's a forgery. It's the same
Yep, it's the same. Yep, go ahead.
mods. So
Okay. 22. Okay. You begin to follow the directions that Zerpig has given to you. Sorry.
And throughout the trip, Jareth would be kind of trying to pick his brain and see whether or not either of them could benefit each other with firearms knowledge.
Yeah, go. He's more focused right now on, excuse me, on kind
Getting
of the
there.
task at hand. So, you make your attempts. Oh, this is what slimy looks like, just for everyone's knowledge.
right.
I did prepare speak with animals, needing to make up a voice for.
Oh, you want to talk to the worm?
Maybe.
Okay. Well,
Listen,
anyways,
you give us a giant worm named Slimy, we're going to talk to that fucking worm.
That's
You
fine.
had to know that would happen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, he begins to point out all these various... Zerpig has a long spyglass he pulls out of his coat and starts pointing out various land features down below, which you have no idea what he's looking at. It all just looks like rock and dirt. He's like, oh, I recognize that place. And then he starts, helping you veer the direction to... Eventually you come to about 8 hours of travel later, not too far off from the eastern bank of the river. Overhead, you see a large door. If I could have everyone go ahead and make perception checks.
Get some guidance,
Oh, jeez. Okay.
is that perception, right?
Yep.
The dice rolled over my hot bar. Okay, now we can see it.
So those of you above a 20. So everyone. So Gorwin, Riva, Jareth, the three of you begin to peer over the edge as soon as Zerpig goes, there it is. Oh, I'm excited. And he looks very just giddy at the idea of something new and different in the desert that he hasn't been able to get his grubby little hands on. And you see this intricately carved door just standing out in the middle of nowhere. It's very unique because there's nothing else around it. You begin to scan the area looking for these sand people, as Zerpig calls them, and you don't appear to see anything. Would you like to land the ship?
Yes.
Okay. So, you begin to bring the ship down. Actually, well, we'll activate my new desert travel scene while we do this. I forgot to do. I will.
Such a waste.
I know. Too many things to remember. So as you begin to travel towards the door, how far away or how close are you parking the ship to it?
Honestly, I mean, I feel that closer is better.
Okay.
And you know, if that's our destination and we need to get out quickly, being able to get to the ship right away. So, I mean, theoretically, how close can I get?
You could comfortably park. I mean, you can get as close as you'd like to. You could park right next to it, attempt to, or you could give it a little bit of a safe berth and walk towards it. It's your call.
I'll say, try to park within 100 feet.
John, I'm just reminded of your other campaign and the quote, "Jacques, start the engines."
Mm-hmm.
As I recall, I biffed that roll real hard, and all I know is they're sandy and kind of dangerous.
Yep.
Can we ask Zerpig about them?
Yeah, go ahead. What would you like to ask him?
If he knows any of their strengths, their weaknesses, their fighting style, pretty much like any information he can give us about them.
All right.
Are they easily startled?
So they travel single file to hide their numbers. You get it.
It's just
Do they
flying.
come back
It's
in
nothing but
greater
flying
numbers?
V's. And they just go quack, quack. No, I'm just kidding. Jesus. Okay. So.
Oh, so they're liches. Jesus. Gotcha.
So, he thinks for a moment. He goes, I've only tried to fight one once when I had no choice, and my boomsticks didn't seem to work as well as I thought they would. They work well on other orcs and goblins and well, all of us. He just kind of pulls out a stick of what is clearly dynamite he's been hiding in his coat.
Jared's eyes go wide.
It's not very effective. Puts it back and goes,
Does the projectile just travel through them? Are they literally made of sand?
You know, once you attempt to blow up those of the desert, and it doesn't do much, you kind of, run.
And that
But-
fiery one, Jareth gestures towards what Jason assumes is the fire enchanted shotgun or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Did that have any additional effect?
Oh, I didn't... I found this much later. But I haven't, when I see them, I run. The only legend that Zerpig knows is if you let them touch you, you become dry and hollow, like sand and ash, to become one with the wastes.
That's reassuring.
Oh, that's what a drunken fellow told me once. But he had that fear in his eye that he'd seen something he can't unsee. So, I mean, if Zerpig saw someone lose all their liquids, he would probably be very thirsty himself.
So, avoid the Sand People.
Yes. They're known as the Desert Scarred.
It's going to be hard, though. They're coarse and tough and get everywhere.
Well, maybe if we find one, we have a chance. That's what you're here for. And I believe in you, Veldarim. He just gives you a wink.
Yeah. Great.
You know, Zerpig, I think we'll make that potion trade now.
Okay. So you're going to buy the Potion of Superior Healing?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Subtract the appropriate gold, and you can remove the spoiled potion from your inventory.
Will do.
And here is a Potion of Superior Healing in your inventory.
Did we determine whether or not I need a short rest to reload the prosthetic?
It would take you the period of a short rest because you're removing the arm, draining the liquid, putting it back in another vial, and then cleaning it out, putting the new liquid in.
Okay.
Yep. So
Can we do that during landing process?
sure, we can say that you made that happen during the travel. That's fine.
Okay.
So just put loaded in front of whatever that is. So you
Yep.
move. Yep. Okay, perfect. So you make your preparations, and there is nothing but this large door in front of you in the sand. If I could have everyone make perception checks.
Yeah, I was just about to look at Neritho and be like, hey, scan around quick.
As we're scanning around, Jareth is also going to ask everyone, how's your potion economy looking?
Got a few healing potions.
I've got 6 on hand, if anyone needs them.
I've got 2.
I've got none, but
I don't have any, but I have
Spells.
I have both.
So
He's got spells,
Neritho, do you want one?
and I'm less likely to get. And me personally, I'm less likely to be staying. And I'm moving in and out of combat. So while I do get hit, I get hit less frequently.
I think Jareth is pretty much just asking, like, if you want a potion of healing, just let me know and I will hand one off.
With your ability, though, you make excellent EMT.
Yeah, I have 2 on me.
Voldarim, how about you?
I don't have potions, but I find I typically don't need them. I sort of take care of myself.
All right.
You're 100 feet away. That's where the ship was parked. So, looking about the space, Volderm, you notice the faintest traces of brick and stone popping out in small portions all over this area around the door. If I could go ahead and have you make either a intelligence check, actually. If I could have you make an intelligence check.
Follow something I'm really good at with something I'm really not good at.
It appears that this door is in the center of some kind of structure that's just buried beneath the sand. It appears that these bricks and stone that you kind of look about almost form... There's a pattern to it, but you're unsure of what it is or what it means. But
I'll point it out to the rest of the group and say, can someone smarter than me look at this and see if this means anything?
Yeah, I mean, Riva would go over and take a gander.
how close are you getting?
How close? Like I said, I wanted to park within 100 feet of it.
Yep, you're 100 feet away from the door.
Oh, so the like it extends the whole 100 feet. Like we haven't walked any closer. It's that big of a space.
It extends about 80 feet in all directions around it.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, Zerpig has not got this close. This is fascinating. Zerpig is anxious. Would anyone like a boomstick for good luck?
Yes, please.
All right, Zerpig is going to hand you a stick of dynamite.
I mean, if you're handing out boomsticks.
Yeah.
Marco's gonna, like, still standing next to Riva, but as far away from everybody else as he can get.
Ryan, are you adding those in?
Oh, you have a stick of dynamite now.
Try nitro
Wonderful.
toluene.
What do you
Oh.
want me to roll after Boulder?
Go ahead and make an intelligence check. I would say with your background, Redwin, go ahead and make an advantage. Riva, you could do it at normal. And then,
Did we also get any good berries? Anybody?
No, I hadn't prepared it. Sorry.
who else? And then Gorwin, did you ask for? Oops, I didn't add your character. Did you ask for a boomstick?
I did not know.
Okay. Who? Okay. Well, he gives out two and he goes, the rest are Zerpigs, and he just... I would say with your passive perception, Jareth, and yours, Volderm, his coat is just lined with a smattering of firearms and dynamite.
Okay, I'm gonna scooch about 10 feet further away from him.
I'm gonna scooch about 3 or 4 feet closer to him. Very interested in the firearms and the booms. This is the first time Jareth has ever seen anyone that is not magically attuned to firearms.
Jareth, you would know within Picos and Pios from where you came, just within the within the Quasitors, that again firearms were relegated directly for them. Unless you were in illicit activities, you did not have one. So it's a very controlled thing. But again, it's magically focused from where you're from, versus with Zerpig. He seems to use some type of black substance, powdery substance, for his firearms.
It's alchemy, I tell you. Alchemy.
Give.
Mine.
So
No, I think See, I think that just out of character. I think secretly, Redwin's even more interested than frickin'.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
She's
there's a
just
lot
better.
of things
She's
I need
just
to ask
she's
him.
she's just better at like holding in her emotion.
so Redwin and Reva, looking about the space, it appears that there is some type of sunken structure in the desert here, and this door is the only thing standing atop of it. And what's interesting about looking at the doors, everyone is within 100 feet and able to get a closer view, and Zerpig goes, "Oh, fascinate." And he just hands off his spyglass to whoever wants to take a look. And, passing it off one by one, you begin to see it is pristine. It looks as though it has been, as if it has been cleaned. I can't think of a better. It's immaculate in its presentation. Not a speck of dust or sand touches it, and it stands there, just almost inviting you to come attempt to open it.
Oh, I want to open that door so bad right now. Me as the player.
Oh, of course. Are you ready for the night?
Can we tell, like, just at a glance, what kind of material it appears to be made out of? Like stone or
stone. Intricately
Over there?
carved stone.
Okay.
I would need to get.
You need to be, a lot closer. So, you are all, about 100 feet out. What would you all like to do? Go ahead and make a perception check. Perception or investigation. If you're perceiving, you're looking for where you're at. If you're investigating, you're moving forward.
I'm going to move forward cautiously and use investigation.
Okay.
Now, real quick, let me make a couple private rolls.
Follow
Can
your
we-
heart.
Can we see what the results of investigating the patterns were quick
Yeah,
too? That
go for it.
might inform our decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think Reva would be like, I'm skilled at that, Redwin. If you're looking for traps and such, I could, go on ahead and take a look. Yeah. So then, Reva will move forward investigating the ground ahead to get Redwin in closer.
I'll throw
Reva's
guidance.
moving forward. I'm moving forward behind him.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
throw guidance on Reva if he's the one actively searching here.
Okay.
Yep.
So Reva, Redwin, Nertho, is anyone else joining behind them?
Yeah, I'll walk with them.
Uh,
If he's looking for
Yes, same.
Got you going.
investigation to
you're not able to. You already rolled for that. You're not able to determine that. So I would say, Reva, go ahead and make an investigation at advantage.
Did you guide me?
Yep.
You gonna throw guidance on me, or?
You can just do it yourself too if you need to.
Yeah, sorry, I would just figure you'd do
Oh,
the
I
plus
didn't.
D4. And the,
Oh yeah, I didn't. I'll just roll it right now.
17. Moving forward cautiously, looking about the space, you don't seem to find anything dangerous. No pitfalls, no hidden wires, nothing that appears to just is going to cause any type of harm. moving.
Yeah, so the goal is to keep moving forward to get Redwin within range for her to do the investigating that she wants to do.
So you're about 50 feet off at this point.
I need to be 20 feet closer.
Okay.
I need to be within 30 feet of it.
Okay. You continue to move forward, and you get closer, and nothing seems to happen. You're about 30 feet away from the door.
Okay. So if we're, within 30 feet of the door, I think at this point I'm going to ritual cast Detect Magic, so it's going to take some time.
11 minutes, yep.
If we're not, any issues at the moment, so I'm going to start casting Detect Magic on the door.
Okay. And while Redwin ritually casts Detect Magic, I'm going to take a quick 5 so I can use the restroom, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, Reva's like, I'm good at that, thank you. I mean, that I rolled an 8 with advantage. I rolled an 8 and got a 15.
Not too shabby.
Should see one of the Pathfinder 2e characters I made. Archaeologist, like explosive expert gunslinger.
Oh yeah, pretty stacked.
And so I just made it to level 4 to get to see some of the stuff, but it's like he specializes in the because I'm doing an Indiana Jones campaign, kind of. And I was like, I wonder what a Pathfinder character would look like in this, and that's the one that I came up with to build, like gunslinger, archaeologist, and expert in explosives. So he's got like the alchemist dedication for making bombs.
Have you seen the trailer for the new one?
The new what?
Indiana Jones.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have.
Why would they make another Indiana Jones? It's the perfect trilogy.
It's the final one. It actually looks fairly interesting. Way better than the Crystal Skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was just talking with coworkers the other day. There's this thing that's like unique, as far as I know, to the Indiana Jones franchise. When like Indy and the baddie are like fighting on a vehicle or in some sort of situation, and then like there's a threat, and all of a sudden they have to like team up and work together to get past the threat before they go back to fighting. And I don't know, it's so interesting that only pops up in Indiana Jones and like nothing.
Yep.
I will say, judging by the trailer, it looks like an okay way to cap off the story and to like kind of not necessarily retcon, but almost redeem Crystal Skulls.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be a shame if that was the last entry in the series.
Yeah.
I never saw it after hearing some of the things, but did they ever address the fact that Indy is immortal now?
Oh, I'm
Not really.
almost certain that they're gonna just ignore that and move past it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of ignore it because, you know,
Just like everything else.
Well, that's just it. So he's immortal, but he still ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like everything else Disney, like how I got like halfway through it with Eternals, but I know how it ends with the giant like
Mm-hmm. Oh
guy Yeti reaching through the atmosphere, and it's never addressed again.
Yep.
It's kind of Disney's way of just saying like, oh yeah, this flopped, so we're not going to move forward with this part of the story.
But no, like I said, as far as like the Holy Grail and all that, he remember, like the knight, the Templar that was there,
Mhm.
right? I mean, he was, he was immortal, kinda, but old as shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, also they, Harrison Ford ages as well. So
Yeah.
that's a hard one.
Well, that's just it. That's just it. So with the new one, they're obviously doing, the de-aging CGI stuff.
Interesting.
Judging by the trailer, it's actually gotten way better than it used to be.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen what the guy who played young Luke looks like before the de-aging CGI? I don't understand why they did it. He looks just like him already. And it just added that weirdness to it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that technology is coming further and further as we go too.
Oh yeah,
I will
we're a
say-
decade or two from not even needing the actors.
I do recommend Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
I personally recommend Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
There you
Good
go.
one.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that one's just.
Oh, what's that?
I noticed that it was leaving Prime in a week, so I made my daughter would not watch it with me again.
Mhm. I will say, if you go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and you're remotely a softie, be prepared to cry 2 or 3 times.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I mean, I'll
All
see
right.
it. I really wasn't a fan of the first two, but
We are all back. So, with Redmond casting Detect Magic. So, the door is indeed magical. Do you wish to focus your concentration?
Yes.
Okay. So, 2 things.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god, damn it. Not with the soundboards.
Go to hell.
I hate. You begin to focus your energies trying to decipher the schools of magic that are surrounding this door in the middle of the desert. You glean a little bit about its basis. Through your directed focus, you are able to identify that it contains the schools of conjuration, divination, enchantment, and illusion, as well as the faintest trace of alteration magic.
That's a lot of magic.
Well, at least it's not necrotic.
So,
And the faintest of
alteration magic. Yep. Zerpig is not approaching. He is hanging back at the ship. He's got a pistol and a spyglass. And he's just watching.
Wait, is alteration a thing? I thought abjuration or transmutation. Is it alteration? That's from Elder Scrolls, isn't it?
Nope.
What?
Not everything here is standard, I should warn you.
Oh, okay. I was real confused for a second there. Okay.
Sorry. Yep.
All right, I retract my confusion.
so if
Yeah, go ahead and make a... Oh boy. Make a history check at disadvantage.
Can I say that I'm moving with Redwind, but about 10 feet behind her as she advances?
Sure.
I want to stay close, but not shoulder to shoulder.
now I
think-
can still use guidance even with disadvantage, right?
Yeah. You can use guidance.
Old Erm's gonna post up about 25-ish feet away and keep an eye
Okay.
outward to make sure nothing comes up on us.
Sure.
Reba would sign to Neritho to keep watch.
21. The designs on this door appear to be dwarvish in nature. But there's the slightest hint of familiarity to the designs that you saw earlier in the fakes. It's very similar in design. But apart from that, you don't really know anything else. But it is very odd that you would, at least from your perspective, that you would find something so similar in design out here in the wasteland that you would on Picos, at least in the Undercity, or what you learned of the Undercity. So you're 30 feet away from the door in front of the troop.
So I'll share what I learned.
Okay.
And we also don't even know if we can open this door.
No, you do not. I would say at this point, those of you who are... Yeah, you're all close enough at this point. The door is missing one handle.
So, wait, so Zerpig's still way back where we landed?
Oh, he's watching with a spyglass, and he's got a pistol, and you kind of look back again, and he's attaching, like, another barrel to it, which is extending it.
Okay, can I just wave him over? Like, he said he wanted to get up on this door and look at it. Like, that's why we're here, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I just try to wave him over, like, give him the all-clear signal that we definitely decided on in advance.
He kind of moves forward a little bit off the ship and slowly starts walking forward. He looks nervous. Extremely nervous. So.
If I...
Well, a couple of us have been on lookout this whole time, too. I don't
Yeah.
see anything.
No one has seemed to... You haven't seen any of the Desert Scarred at all.
I think Jareth will approach and be next to Redwin and ask her, what do you think? I think Jareth will look around at the ground, pick up a rock,
Okay, you pick up a rock. You've got...
hold it up in front of him, and look at Riva and shrug, kind of as... Or not Riva, Redwin, and shrug like, what do you think?
I'm gonna get out my shield.
Okay, yeah, you've got a rock. Redwin, you don your shield.
I'm gonna give a heave-ho and try to throw it right at the base of the door.
You throw the rock at the door. It hits. and it falls and it clanks to the earth. Nothing happens.
There's no.
I mean, a rock hit the door.
Okay.
Rocket.
I think I'll slowly advance forwards.
Can the door now smell what the rocket?
Okay. You begin to move closer to the door. And you... How close do you get?
10 feet away.
You're now 10 feet from the door. Nothing seems to happen.
5 feet from the door.
You're 5 feet from the door.
Can anybody help him? I mean, in case
Go up to the door,
you know that resistance.
and I knock.
I'll go ahead and join him up at the door.
So, you go ahead and you knock on the door. So 2 things.
Shave and a haircut.
I mean, Zerpig's not giving you one as of right now. But as you go and you place your knuckles on the door to knock on it, nothing happens. You and your party let out a sigh of relief for a moment. And then the earth and stone and sand begins to form to the left-hand side of the door as the shape of a man in robes, holding a staff in one hand. A hood and a veil covering his face appears. And he just looks over at you and goes, "Child, do you have the key?"
Well, I gave the secret knock. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits.
Ah, I see. Any of you? And he gestures out at the rest of you. No eyes amongst his cowl. Do any of you have the key?
Not at this time. How can we find the key?
Without the key, you're stuck.
What's the key look like?
He just gestures a hand and points at the door. And you can see it's missing a handle on the right-hand side of the door.
And I remember you mentioned that earlier. That was kind of stuck in Reva's head.
And he goes, "This place is tainted. And if you don't have the key, then we'll see if you are worthy." And with that, all of a sudden, you all begin to feel as though you are whisked away to a different place. As you find yourself in a new landscape. And you all see before you a great tree. Its form massive and filled with life. Nested in the mountains somewhere. It's cold here. Yet the tree emits this warmth that brings you comfort in a place where the cold would normally bite. There is peace in this comfort, something none of you have ever quite experienced. You all feel welcomed by it, and it calls for you to come forth and bask in its warmth. This is a place of life, a place of greenery, something that shouldn't exist in a place like the Wastes. But as peaceful and beautiful as it is, something else comes forth as quickly as this sense of peace and imagery imagery of life fills you. A sense of dread begins to take over. The clouds in the sky turn to ash and begin to drift downward like snowflakes. Before you, the great tree begins to darken, and a fire begins to consume it. You can't help but watch it burn to the ground in what feels like an eternity. There is no warmth. There is no peace. There is the sense of death and despair. And just like the warmth turned into cold and the life of the tree turned into death, your eyes focus once again and you see the wasteland before you. It is the familiar wasteland of Taurinia. You watch as large dragons begin to emerge from the earth made of sand, crystal, and stone. They take flight with hatred in their eyes and purpose and direction. They move to the northwest. You're not sure where, but if I could have everyone make an intelligence check.
Nertho. What do your elven eyes see?
These rolls.
Okay. I would say you wouldn't be able to cast guidance on yourself in this instance. So an 18, Redwin, and Nertho. Northwest, that's Picos. That's Pios. As this revelation strikes you, you blink, and but an instant, you're brought to a new place. One you've heard, but one you've never been. You're brought to the port town of Nanaika. A thunderstorm is alive here. The great expanse of the ocean begins to stir as you watch blackened masses of eyes and tentacles come forth from the sea. With coarse, high-pitched screams, you can't help but watch as these entities lumber their mass towards the land with a seemingly endless hunger. And finally, you look backwards toward the shore, seeing if there's a way that you could help the people here, and you find yourself looking upon Picos, the floating city, except it's not a sight that you remember. It is burning. Dragons in sizes greater than you have heard of any tales and tomes are laying waste to the place that you call home. And in that moment of fear and dread for all of you, you snap back to where you were with this figure standing strong and tall, looking at you, and just goes, "This is the path of you and your people. There is freedom to the north, and I wish you luck." And with that, the earth begins to rumble all around you as this entity who was almost friendly in nature at first becomes twisted and vile as the stone structures below begin to rise forth. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Brian, I just need to say that out of all of the ominous stuff you say, the one thing that makes me clench is you saying, "and with that."
So a few things are going to happen.
So, first of all,
Oh, God damn it.
a few things are happening. So, I'm going to place you on here. I'm going to show you where the portal is. And then the door, sorry. And then what I need you all to do is tell me where you would have been in relation to it.
Boop. Is this the door?
Right here in the center.
Oh. I mean, Jareth was at the door.
Yep, okay.
And I was
So-
next to him.
Yep.
And I honestly probably still would have been,
Yep.
20 feet back from them yet.
Well,
Yeah,
Redwin, were you directly next to me, or did you hang back when I
She was
approached?
right behind you.
I did come up.
Yeah, so I'd say you're right next to him, so we'll throw you up there.
Within 5-10 feet.
Oops, my walls are not correct.
So
Yeah, I think I said I was about 20 feet back.
Yeah, because I got her close enough where she could use detect magic, and then I stayed
Yep.
there.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be wherever he is.
Yeah, because we were kind of holding up the rear and like watching out.
And to
I like this combat music.
fix some walls real quick. So, alright, if everyone is comfortable where they're placed,
No.
I mean, I'm not, but it's accurate.
yeah, I think you would have. Okay, so,
Yeah, whichever we were approaching.
Yep,
like, if
you were
that's the door,
approaching
Like,
from
I
there.
would have been like back here somewhere.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so, and with that, for dexterity saving throws,
I
Riva.
got too many walls.
Yep. Oh, yeah, there's walls now.
I noticed
Yeah,
the
we
green-skinned
would've been,
friend
like-
is not with us either.
You can't see him.
Okay.
So, Riva, you
Yeah,
stay on your
let's
feet.
say- yeah, let's say like
Gorwin,
yeah, like
you stay on your feet. Redwin, you are prone. Jareth, you are prone. Vildurm, you are prone. So, I will give. So, with that,
Roll initiative.
I need everyone to roll
roll, we
initiative.
can roll, we can roll, we can roll.
That might be my first decent initiative roll.
Not mine.
So, for those of you that have vision,
So you're kind of the cleric.
to the right appears this beast made out of rock, just forming and crawls out of the earth. Next, the one on the left, this being of pure fire, and just a whirlwind of flame appears out and looks forward at all of you. Let me get you this imagery. So, and with that, we go to the top of the round. Well, Durham, you're first. What would you like to do?
Alright. So I'm on. Voldurm's on his butt. Did did he get a glimpse of these things becoming hostile before the walls went up, or did the walls go up first?
It was kind of a simultaneous effort as soon as these entities pulled themselves out of the ground or apparated.
Okay, so he's aware that there's stuff, there's bad things up there.
Correct.
Okay. Stand up using half my speed, then move. 4. Oh my.
Big Betty Booms.
Apparently, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what spell's going to be helpful here. Yeah, and then target myself.
The elementals seem to be a theme right now, Ryan.
Huh? What?
What?
Spirit Shroud.
Yep, so draws his rapier, and then a bunch of his usual phantom copies kind of coalesce around his weapons and his arms, and I'm gonna pick cold damage here.
So this is a spell, correct? 3rd level?
Indeed, yep.
As you begin to call forth your spirits, the entity in front of you goes, "Not today." Counterspell.
Oh, you ultra dick.
When you get a chance, can you drag my owl into...
Yes. I will find him.
Okay.
It's under my group 2 familiars. And then add him to the initiative so I can roll for him, because I believe he does get his own.
Yep. All right.
Should I be it?
Should be a-
It made me take damage because I was trying to put a buff on myself. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Heal yourself back up to full. As your spell fizzles.
Well, poo-poo. Okay,
Owl goes last.
I'll use my action to dash and get up in this robed thing's face.
Okay.
Wish me luck. That's my turn.
All right.
Bolter, what's your class? Just out of curiosity.
Multi-class rogue cleric.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. With that, Riva, it is your turn.
Okay. So...
And I'm not actually no longer concentrating because it got counterspelled.
Okay.
Gotta bounce around a wall.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna come up to him. And I am going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
So then
Okay.
he will, if he moves, he will.
Did you hit him?
Okay.
You have to make your attack roll.
Yeah, I also have to make the attack roll. Okay.
Yeah, a 26 will hit. Okay.
So then if he moves, it'll be 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let's see. It should be. Yep. So delta d8. Then if he moves, it'll be 2d8, and then I will use my bonus action and disengage. And,
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, swashbuckler, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. No, actually no, I won't. Yeah, I'll take my. That's right. I'll take my step. I got 5 feet of movement left. I'll take my step there, and then I use my bonus action to dash. and get back kind of where I was before.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. All right, and that'll end your turn. Gorwin, you're up.
Nope, it's Jared's turn. I hit the end turn
Oh,
button.
sorry. Jareth, go ahead. I'm not used to players doing that. My bad.
All right.
You know me, that's like my one pet peeve.
I know.
Hit the end turn.
Stand up for half my movement. Target this guy. Swing swung. Oh,
14 will miss. You bring
Okay.
forth your gunblade, and you are not able to pierce through its rock-hard exterior.
second attack.
23 will hit. 12.
And with that, I'm going to do.
It does not appear to do as much damage as you would hope.
But I'm going to do a burst strike.
Okay.
Once I find it, there we go.
Let me see. Nope. All right, cool. Natural 1. It fails. Go ahead. So, fails. It takes although your slashing strike from your gunblade appeared to not have quite the effect that you would hope on the entity, the thunderous damage exploding from your blade appears to have done more than you anticipated. Anything else?
Does he take any additional damage from being knocked back 10 feet?
Oh, yeah, and he's knocked back 10 feet, so he will go 5... Oh, actually, one sec. Yeah, no, he can... It's knocked back 10 feet. And where normally you would expect someone to just fly backwards off of this raised platform, he actually just kind of glides down it and melds back in with the earth, taking no damage.
Okay. That is all I can do.
All right, Gorwin, it is your turn.
Alright. I'll start. I'll cast bonus action Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
I'll pop here. Get this guy. Throw a chakram at him.
12 will miss.
Dang. Then I will move
As he
back.
just blocks it with his staff.
I forgot damage.
For... Oh, yeah.
Sneak attack.
You did. 26, 14... Cold, necrotic... Yep. Yeah, go ahead. Roll sneak attack. I'll just take it off him. Oh,
Oh, I
okay.
did to him.
All right. He's looking gravely injured. Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right, with that, Redwind, it is your turn. You have to adjust the hit points. You cast at second level, right?
Yep.
So,
So just do it manually.
should be 10. Yeah. I fixed it. Steven, your mic is doing some Thanks. Okay. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
All right. With that, it is this entity of fire's turn. He's going to move forward. He's going to strike out at you, Voldurm, using multi-attack. He's going to give you the bad touch.
Nah.
Missing once. Missing twice.
I told you nah.
You know what? That's fair. That'll end his turn with that. It is the Stone Speaker's turn. Let's see. Looking about the space. What is he gonna do? He grabs his staff in both hands and raising it up. And you just hear with the cry. Excuse me.
I thought that was his cry.
No.
It's cleared his throat.
Yeah, it's a very polite villain.
Yeah, and with a loud cry, he screams, Scobus, protect me. And casts everyone's favorite, Spirit Guardians.
Oh, thank God. Just barely out of range.
Okay. So, if I could have, I believe...
Oh,
Oh, I might be on the
I don't think anything happens till we start our turn, right?
Correct. Yep.
This is about to suck.
And then with that, that'll end his turn.
Oh, it's actually when a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Yeah. So, but since they, yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it's the start of their turn. So
Yeah, it's to keep you from double tapping, so you
Correct.
can't hit them when you cast it, and then have them hit again before they can move.
Yep. And with that, it is moving on to the Earth Elemental's turn. He's going to glide back up through the earth, attempting to give you a vicious uppercut as his fists form from beneath the ground. Missing once, coming down, trying to give you another slam into your body. Missing a second time. With that, Nertho, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna come up 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. And I'm gonna attempt to give this guy a guiding bolt to the face.
Okay. $11 will miss.
That is rough. Okay, and then I will use my bonus action to take my starry form archer and try and hit him with that. Ugh.
13 will miss.
Rolling rocks,
Okay.
Nathan.
Yep. Alright, so that is move, action, bonus action. That's my turn.
And with that, it is the owl's turn.
Okay, so the owl is going to fly up and distract the earth elemental for Jareth, and then fly back.
Okay. I forget, what does he do for that?
It just gives him advantage.
Okay. So I believe the Earth Elemental would get a swipe at him.
Nope.
Can you post that, please?
Fly by.
Oh,
Fly by.
yep, that's right. Okay. All right. With that, top of the initiative, Voldurm. If I could
My
have you
body's,
make
my body's ready.
a wisdom saving throw, please. Sorry.
Oh, I figured I had 2 shots to break.
23.
concentration.
That is a success. So you will take half of this. No one's making a saving throw. I'm just doing that for damage purposes. So you'll take 15 points of damage.
Do you want me to do that, or are you doing that?
Yep, you can go apply that to yourself. I trust my players.
Okay, and because I just took damage from someone I can see, I'm going to use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
Okay. That is a fail with a 13.
Oh, by the way, that should, because it's coming from my racial ability, that should actually be second level instead of first, so another D10.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Go ahead and roll that. Roll another D10 for me. So what does that hellish rebuke look like?
So just to stick with the theme, I think one of his ghosts hit me, and then and then a ghostly copy of myself, fire tinged red instead of like the perp ones I tried earlier, flies out and stabs him with its fire sword. Yeah.
If you're opening notes, a big spiky dildo
Vladaniki?
goes in his butt.
So, as you do, and it looks as though it has penetrated through his heart, and he starts to crumble, his entire body begins to reform as he's using his tethered life ability. As he stands back up tall, however, he will need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if he maintains concentration.
What a jerk.
10. You dealt a total of 16, 3, 19. He succeeds.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians remains in place. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Oh, my whole turn, that was a reaction.
Oh, sorry. Now it's your turn. My bad. It is your turn. Ignore me. I'm going to go exit stage right. Sorry.
No
Continue.
I know you want us dead, Ryan, but come on.
I don't want you dead. You determine that.
Okay, well, that knowing what just happened changes my plan, so I'm going to bonus action, cunning action to disengage. Yeah, screw it. Let's team up here. I'm going to move over here, so I'm next to my buddy. Then I'm going to stab the rocky dude.
Does he get advantage on that if he's distracted from the owl?
No, you Jareth, get it.
I distracted him for you. I believe you have to pick who you distract him for.
Okay.
But I don't need to have advantage to get sneak attack if I've got an ally in melee, so I get... And it was 2d6. I was wrong last time. I was flip-flopping which levels I had in which class, because I'm dumb sometimes.
It happens. No worries.
So another 2d6 to that thing.
You want that one?
Okay, another 9 points of damage.
And then the Phantom does 4 points necrotic to the fire elemental.
Okay. Sorry. 4. And then that does 4 to the fire elemental?
Yep, of necrotic, if that makes a difference.
It is important. Okay, perfect. All right.
Then let me see how much, complicated character. So I used 20 feet of movement. I attacked the Earth Elemental, which means I don't provoke if I move, because mobility, so I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of my movement. To get out of the bad stuff.
Remember, it's half speed inside the...
Oh, yes, that is correct. You move half speed inside of a Spirit Guardian.
Oh, then I used my full movement to get there.
Yep,
and
that'll be it.
Never mind, that's my turn.
All right, Riva, you're up.
Alrighty. So he is still standing, huh?
Correct.
Better than I ever did.
Is gonna Mind Sliver.
Wow.
Looking like a true stunt speaker.
He fails. As you pierce his mind, attempting to sunder the essence from his very being, he once again begins to be crumbling and becoming pieces of dust and earth, and then reforms back up as tethered life comes into effect. He's standing at 1 hit point.
Okay. In that case, let's think. Okay. Must have missed that taking care of the baby. Otherwise, I would have done something different. I think Reva's just gonna hang out.
Okay, and with that, Jareth, it is your turn.
Swing Swan. Am I technically outside of Spirit Guardians?
You are barely outside.
It doesn't cover.
You're
half the
outside of Spirit Guardians, yes.
square,
Okay.
so. No, you get advantage on that attack roll.
We'll roll it again.
Just go ahead and roll another d20, see if you get a crit.
Oh, well. Oops.
Misses, so it doesn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Alright.
So with that first one, we will do slash. Is that what it is? Slash bang? Yep. Slash bang again. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant burst strike, but
Oh, that's fine. He fails. He took 5, 10. Yep.
do you want to put that 2 back and have me re-roll for a 1d10 for burst strike?
It was a. Oh. Yeah, I'll heal him. Go ahead and.
I'll just roll a d10.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a d10.
I think either way it's a con, whether he
It matters.
succeeds or not.
He failed, but yeah, go ahead and roll that d10 for damage.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Okay. As you just carve out a chunk of him, as that lightning explodes from your blade, just blasting pieces of its arm, and it is trying to reform it to come back at you. Anything else? I believe that was your first attack.
That should be a knockback 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah, he once again starts to just meld into the stone, falling downwards, not taking any damage.
And then with the extra attack, I can advance with my movement still?
Yep.
And then do the extra attack?
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, that's... There we go. Ah, miss.
Yeah. Yep, that'll miss. All right, anything else?
That should be it.
Gorwin, it is your turn.
Alright, well. I will. Oops. Move here. Target the fire. The guy with my chakram.
20 will hit.
Hit the other guy. Yeah.
All right, yeah, your chakram sinks into him. Not dealing as much damage as you had hoped.
I'll continue my movement and move.
Okay.
Over there. And my turn.
All right, Redwin, you're up. Yep, if I can have you make a, I believe it is a wisdom saving throw. Let me double check.
That's what you made me roll.
Yep, if I can have you make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh.
You that is a failure. You take 35 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, so my ward is gone, so it's -8.
Plus the 10 from Armor of Agathis. So you have another 17 points of damage you'll take. Wizard tanks, everyone! And it's interesting, these Spirit Guardians, looking about the battlefield, they appear to come on as little motes of this radiant, bright white light that are just floating about the space. Oh, it's still there. Okay, alright, with that, it is the Fire Elemental's turn. Fire Elemental's going to move forward to the first thing that he can see, and he's going to strike out at you twice using a multi-attack. So, first attack, 17 missing, striking out, attempting to slam you with his fiery fist. His second strike coming in with a backhand. 21 will hit. Would you like to use your reaction?
Yeah. Six.
Shield, it'll miss as you summon forth this arcane energy from your thunder gauntlets, it blocking the blow in its entirety, and that'll end its turn. It is the Stone Speaker's turn. Looking out across the battlefield, he is actually going to move, and as he does, he takes the damage from your booming blade, which
No, he does not.
Oh, it's
Booming
gone now?
Blade's done.
Okay. All right, then he will move. Let's see, 5.
It's only until the start of my next turn.
Sean, why do you have to play fair?
Because I'm also a
appreciate
DM.
He's going to spend his first 15 feet of movement going here. which-
Oof.
And then he's going to move forward 2, standing atop the edge, which I will need him to make an acrobatics check. So we'll make a dexterity check. Oops. So that'll be dexterity ability check because he's not proficient. Oh, and he's going to fall on his ass.
So, I have a real
Yep.
wonky question.
Yes.
Reactions come back at the start of a person's turn. I took damage at the start of my turn. So did I take damage, use my reaction, then start my turn and get my reaction back, or vice versa?
I would say, okay, so this is me as a Magic the Gathering player saying that you would get your reaction back because that started before you would have the ability. Sorry, that would, because you took damage before, you would have the chance to regain your reaction. You didn't. You had a reaction to spend, so yeah, you would get it back. So you have a reaction.
Oh, then I mean I don't think I'd kill him, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
attack him on his way by.
go for it.
I was gonna say, can I do the same thing as he falls?
Yeah, go for it.
Attack of opportunity?
Go for it.
Oh, it's not letting me because he's finished his
There.
movement.
Oh.
I think it's too far
Sorry,
away.
for funsies, I'll move him here. Hit him. Okay.
Gah!
Which is total damage 13. Roll your sneak attack because that matters.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, you did. Oh, rip. Gunblade hit 13. So again, tethered life coming into play. However, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which he succeeds. Spirit Guardian
Gross.
stands. But he's down here, so it's not that bad. It's only hitting one of you. All right, and with
I gotta ask, how far down is he?
he's 10 feet down.
Okay, so still within range
Yeah,
of Spirit
and-
Guardians.
God, move, boom, boom, falls. Yeah, with that, that'll actually. Let's see, moved. He fell because he's not very dexterous.
Oh, second question.
Yep.
Can I use my munitions on a reaction attack?
If they don't say you explicitly can't, you can go for it. They're a special action.
I think it says on a successful attack.
Correct. Yep. So it's a special action to use them. So as long as you make the attack action, you can always use them.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and try to do a. Let me make sure I don't fuck this up again. I believe burst strike to try to push him back another 10 feet.
Let me
off
move him
the
so
wall.
you can hit him. This will be interesting. All right, go for it. Go do that burst strike.
All right. Oh, let's make sure I'm actually targeting him. Don't care about the damage as long as he fails his con.
He
I
maintains concentration. However, I believe he succeeds, so he just falls right there.
Got knocked back.
He
fail.
can't stand up, but what he will do for... Let me double check here. So we moved here, and then from here we moved here. 15. Fell. Yep. He is going to he's going to cast Cure Wounds on his buddy and heal him for 10. That'll end his turn. All right, with that is the Earth Elemental. Earth Elemental is going to attempt to attack you from the low ground. Multi-attack. Slam. 25 will hit. As he just moves up the wall and punches you square in the chest. Coming back for a second attack. 22 will hit. As he gives you another just punch to the side. That ends his turn. Nertho, you're up.
What's the weather like?
It is dry. It's your normal like desert climate right now. It's dry. Not a cloud.
John,
like,
the player,
very few
just had a
clouds.
brain aneurysm.
Yeah, not anymore.
Oh.
I'm casting.
Oh.
Oh shit! That's not what I meant to do.
Well, if you're a teammate, don't roll for it.
Yep.
Nah, I was actually gonna do it over, but Jesus Christ, what the hell? It targets everybody?
Yeah, it's a targeting one.
It's
yeah.
an AoE, but yeah, who are you targeting?
I was gonna say, do you want me to close my dex throw?
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone close your saving throw. Who are you targeting?
Oh god, I just crashed the boundary. Okay, I'm targeting the two that are down below.
So the Earth Elemental and the Stone Speaker. Okay.
The Earth Elemental mainly, but the Stone Speaker will get to roll a concentration check, hopefully. But my Foundry page just crashed. So.
Well, the Earth Elemental failed. I know a 7 is a failure. And the Stone Speaker... Yeah, it failed also with a 7, so...
Okay, so that would already roll damage, 19... Wait.
Yep.
Is it rolling... it says 3d10 lightning plus 1d10 lightning cast out in Stormy. I don't need that extra d10, so just roll it.
I did 19
It
damage,
did.
so...
It did. It rolled it did. The 10 is extra, so it's 9 damage.
Oh. So... Did it do the extra 10?
It did
Yes,
do the extra 10.
Okay, so...
Yeah, it looks like a 4, a 1, and a 4.
No, I got you. So the Earth Elemental is going to take 18. So that'll put him at a 50.
Oh, really?
Yep. You've noticed that, again, so looking about as Jareth has been pummeling his magical munitions into him, it has been extremely effective at dealing him damage. The Stone Speaker is just going
That's thunder versus lightning, though, right?
to...
Sorry, I'm also sometimes a DM.
Nope.
Yeah.
He's got more than one weakness.
Ooh, nice.
All custom monsters where you're at.
Sweet.
Third...
No, he keeps it.
No, he actually does not. Spirit Guardians drops.
Thank
Oh.
God.
Oh.
Yep.
Great.
Then for my bonus action, I will use the Archer Beam.
Nertho, you absolute legend. You kept me up.
Yeah, that was about to get hairy.
So Nertho managed to Nathan, the player, managed to give Sean apoplexy twice. First asking what the weather was like, and then casting this template because you can't get rid of it.
Oh.
You can get rid of it.
I've never figured out. Remember in our game, I never figured out how to get rid of the thing.
There's a way. I'll remember it eventually someday.
So, yes and no.
Okay. 19 with the Fire Elemental for 6. Yep, that'll do damage.
And that's all I got.
Okay. All right. I'm just doing that for my own sanity right now.
There we go.
Thank
Okay.
you.
It covers the whole field.
Correct. Yeah, it's hitting everyone. We got it. All right. Yeah. Sorry Form will hit, dealing damage. All right. And with that, Alduin. How is Alduin aiding?
He's going to do a flyby on the Fire Elemental for
Okay.
Riva. And come back.
All right. And with that, Voldurm, it is your turn.
Well, I don't really have a great way to attack down.
If you want to, you can stand here. It will require an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that fire elemental seems like problems, though. So, my God, how many times am I going to miss with a +10? Okay, and then bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon right next to me and also have it poke this guy.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
So, same as before, it's basically an ethereal version of the same sword that I'm wielding myself.
Okay.
God.
That happens.
Yeah.
All right. And with that,
Best
Reva.
turn ever.
It is your turn.
All right. Well, Reva's going to cast Ice Knife on the fire elemental,
Okay.
which I get to roll at advantage with. So I'm instead of doing dragon everything out, I'm just gonna do the +7 to hit, add advantage. That's supposed to be at advantage. I don't know why.
A 16 will hit.
Crits matter.
That is very true.
So,
Give us the crit.
all right. So you said a 16 will hit.
A 16 will hit.
All right. So he's gonna take 1d10 piercing damage. And then I need him and Voldurm to roll a dexterity saving throw. Fire
14.
elemental fails, Voldurm succeeds.
Okay.
So the fire elemental will then also take 6 cold damage.
Okay, so he'll take 6 cold, which will actually, as you notice that as the ice forms on him and that cold takes hold of his essence, it deals more damage than you anticipated.
All right. And that is my turn.
Okay, and with that, Jareth, you're up.
So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to swing my sword.
Never saw that coming.
Let's swing your sword poorly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can't get that
solidarity.
angle right.
And again.
Hey!
Natural 20. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, flashbang.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead.
Why is this not pulling up? There we go. Do it. Take my click. Go.
Oh boy.
Ayo.
Does that get doubled for a crit too?
It absolutely does. He fails. So that's 20, which is doubled to 40. How do you destroy this earth elemental?
So as he's coming up the side of the wall to try to come back and strike me again, my blade just drives down square between the eyes. And as it just like barely kind of sinks into the rock face, explodes again, it just shattering him.
So, the only other two people who could, so Nertho, Gorwin, Redwin are the only other ones who can see this as just this lightning God damn it, I hate you. Piece of shit. Explodes from the inside. I'm not playing the soundboard game. No one wins.
Crit on dramatic tension.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved that.
Just explodes from the very core of this entity as the stone form of it tries to reach out and grab at you with one hand and just punch you with the other as it falls and just melts almost into dust and ash. And you watch as this stone speaker just lets out this wretched cry of pain. He looks weakened. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a special action to use a potion of healing.
That's a bonus action. But yes. Yeah.
Special.
Oh, yep.
One of my loaded ones.
Okay, yep, that'll do it. I forgot about that, sorry. Alright. Easy game. Totally custom classes. Makes it simple.
Yes.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah, you have a move action.
go over to the fire elemental. That's about all I can do.
Alright, Gorwin, it is your turn.
Well, attack that. I'll attack the stone speaker if he's weakened enough to finally die.
A 10 will miss as you launch another chakram at him.
Oh, I gotta back up for a second. I think I still had the earth elemental targeted when I used that. It looks like it healed him.
It definitely did.
I was looking at that.
Well, alright, so Jareth heals the earth elemental, and he stands back up.
He's a traitor. Get him.
Back in the fight.
Yep, go ahead and heal yourself for that 7.
Yep,
Alright,
will do.
Gorwin, continue.
Oh, that was it. That was my turn.
Alright.
It's
And
like,
with,
why is he still up?
and with that, Redwin, it is your turn.
That's a beautiful turn.
11 will miss. Anything else? That's also at disadvantage because you're right next to him. It's a ranged attack. Yep. Okay. Shield actually is down at the start of your turn. So it is.
Yeah, and he doesn't have that time mod that I was running, so it won't automatically go away. You have to turn it off.
I got it. Okay, so with that, it is the fire elemental's turn. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well, Durham, the fire elemental in a fit
I
of
am
rage,
scared of fire elemental. Bring it on.
multi-attack. He's just going to whip around, and even though you missed him, you seem like the weak target at this moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Take it personal.
And as fire feeds on things that burn easily, he's going to attempt to punch you once with a slam. He's going to attempt to do it a second time, missing wildly both.
Yeah, it's not so easy, is it?
No. And with that, that ends his turn. It is the Stone Speaker's turn, who is prone, stands up, and will have to make a strength check. This is going to go great. He's so stonk. With that, he successfully climbs up using 10 feet of movement. That is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll move here, looking about the space, and seeing how much damage that you did. Actually, one sec.
He must have a lot of movement because he stood up to use half of it.
He did. And with that, Jareth, he holds out a hand and he points it at you and he says, "Be gone from my place." And Jareth, I hate to say it, but he's casting banishment on you.
Oh, it's fine. It's charisma. That's my strongest
Yeah.
stat.
You know. Jareth,
Bye, guys.
you are effectively out of this combat.
Gonna go take a nap in the ether.
You find yourself in this empty void of existence, floatless and weightless, just floating. It's nothing you've ever experienced. And with that ends his turn. Earth Elemental has been eviscerated. Nertho, you're up.
Okay, let's first do the bonus action. Starry Ray against good old Stone Speaker. See if I can't get him to on save. Probably not. Okay. And then I will call the lightning down on the other side of the fire elemental so as to hit my friend.
Okay.
Let's see how this works. Don't consume the slot, don't place a template. That didn't seem to do anything.
You still have to click damage. Target someone, click damage, and then it should roll the save.
This template has not been placed.
Yeah, place the template, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Or you can just have him roll a dex save and then just roll the 3d10.
Yeah, targeting him, I'll have him roll a dexterity saving throw.
Which...
Yeah, 12 will fail.
fail.
Go ahead and roll the 3d10 damage.
Jesus. Okay. He takes 11 points of lightning damage.
Okay. As lightning crashes from the sky, striking this fiery form. Anything else?
I'm actually gonna move... Well, no. I think I'm happy where I am.
Okay. Alduin.
He's gonna
The
go
most
to second
fearsome
fire
of
elemental,
dragons.
Riva again and fly back.
Okay. Alright, and with that, well, Darum, you're up.
This guy. Alright, nothing fancy. I'm gonna first stab him with my normal sword.
Alright, go for it. 23 will hit.
Plus 9 sneak. And I'm not going to bother rolling for the Stone Speaker because he's not... Oh, no, I am because he's concentrating on something.
Correct. He is concentrating. He banished Jareth to the Shadow Realm. Oh,
Well, he takes 1 point of necrotic damage, but let's see if he can make that DC 10.
Tethered life. He might fail. He fails. As he loses concentration as Jareth, that voidless expanse that you were just experiencing shifts out of your vision, and you are back in the wastelands in this abandoned ancient structure. Your party around you, a fire elemental looming above you.
And then bonus action, spirit weapon hits elemental.
Go for it. Just make sure it doesn't.
I already did.
Oh. Yep. That hit him good. All right. And with that, Riva, you're up.
Alright, Spear's gonna... What wall? There's no wall there. God damn it. Move 5 feet to there. And then he is just going to attack out with his rapier, with booming blade. So first I'll do the rapier attack. Actually, it's not letting me. It's good. We have it on fast. It's supposed to be at advantage. I'm gonna roll a d20.
Yep. Go ahead. See if we get a crit.
Almost.
No.
All right.
Then it's also gonna be sneak attack damage, and then it's also gonna be booming blade.
All right.
Just thunder damage.
18 will succeed. All right.
What do you mean?
That's if it moves, right?
No, there's no saving throw.
It just happens, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
happens.
right. I don't know why. No, I don't know why did it have me roll. Anyways, yeah, that's fine. It did the
And
damage.
I'm gonna step back.
Back up. All right, cool. And with that, Jareth, you're up.
Kill it.
I met Yugi, you guys.
Wait, what? God damn it.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, I hate you. 16 will hit.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll both of those.
Oh, yep.
It's
Go
like,
for it.
Keep forgetting that I can do that.
I will add 8 points of damage.
Still standing?
Still standing.
It's gotta have like one.
Second attack hits. How do you want to do this?
I think I just swing through the top of his head with the first attack, and as he kind of like coalesces back again, I stab right into the center.
So you watch as Jareth swings his blade down into the fire elemental and cleaves it in two.
You got him? Okay.
And simultaneously you watch as this speaker made of stone who appeared and brought you visions of things to potentially come, or things that have happened in the past, or things that are currently happening. You're quite unsure. You watch as he has a smile on his face, and he just looks at the collective of you and goes, "Thank you. By Scobus's will, I hope you find your way. And may you escape this godforsaken place." As he crumbles to ash and dust. And as he does, you watch as this door opens for a brief moment. You all immediately look through it, and you see a frigid scape of ice and snow and mountains and beings and people surviving in this harsh winter climate. This cold, this biting cold flows through this doorway for but a brief moment and then shuts. And with that, we'll end tonight's session.
Beautiful.
So,
So many questions.
See, that's your most chilling phrase, Ryan.
I hate you so much.
And with that,
So what did he say? He said thank you.
No.
God damn it.
God damn it. He said, "Thank you, by the grace of Scobus." So,
By the grace of Scobus, like I hope you. What was it? Find your way.
yeah, you find your way. So, yeah. And with that, we will be ending tonight's session there.
Alright, guys, I gotta take off right away.
Yeah.
I gotta go finish up the dogs and get to bed for
Yeah. Thanks, Sean.
tomorrow. So
Thank-
thank you guys so
yeah.
much.
Yeah, later.
Nice.
I'm excited
Later,
to. Thanks. Excited to see whatever questions you have. As always, hit me up
I
during the
did.
week.
I posted one small thing in the issues.
Perfect. I will
It's
take a look
not
at it
Not a super important thing
tomorrow
at all.
Yeah.
It's just add dimensions to my stamped skyship in the description.
Oh yeah, we can work on that. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Like that's something stupid, but it's
Sure.
good. That's what that
Perfect.
page is for. So,
Yep.
alrighty, guys. Later.
All right. Take care, Sean. But yeah, thank you.
Take it easy.
Thank you, everyone, and we will pick up in 2 weeks.